ਡੰਡਾਉਤ ਬੰਧਨ ਅਨਕਬਾਰ ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਡੋਲਣ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ तेरे जोर मैं गूंगा कहता हूँ तेरा सदका तेरी शरण धन साहिब श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी दी गुरु खालसा साध संगत साहिब जीओ वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। We're blessed again to be gathered together where we are learning from the teachings of our gurus so we can break free from the 8.4 million birth and death life cycle, adjoining with the Akal Purkh Waheguru. Today we're remembering the Shahidi of Sahib Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, the martyrdom day, the day when our fifth Guru, the fifth form of Waheguru, the fifth form of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji gave their life, their physical worldly life as we would see it, and sacrificed it so the Sikh Panth could develop further. Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji is known as Shahidan de Sartaj. Shaheed meaning martyr, Sir meaning head or crown, and Taj meaning jewel. So the crown jewel of all Shaheeds, Shahidan de Sartaj, the crown jewel of all martyrs, Sahib Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Now the ultimate reason why Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj gave their Shahidi was a teaching to us, the teachings to accept the hukam, accept the will, the order of Akal Purkh Waheguru, whatever that may be. And be happy, not to get too excited when we think something is going so well, and not to become so sad when we think it's not going so well. To stay ikras is the word we use, to stay the same all the way through, whether we feel anything is good or bad, because we accept the hukam, the accept the order, the command of Akal Purkh Waheguru. And that command is their own, because Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, as Gurbani says, Arjan Partak Har. Partak Har meaning they are actually Hari Akal Purkh Waheguru, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji. So Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji are teaching us to accept the hukam of the Lord. They are also from their Shahidi, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, the sixth Guru, develop Sikhi, and as the teachings move from not only being saints but also developing to being soldiers. So a Sikh is a saint soldier, and it was around this time where the teachings developed. Because Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji wore two swords, one of Miri, temporal power, and Piri, spiritual power. They raised an army, Sikhs trained as warriors, and they were on horseback, and we became saint soldiers from that point. So Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji caught arrest in Lahore. They go from Amritsar. Before they go, Baba Buddha Sahib Ji, who completes the ceremony of passing the Guruship to Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji at Kotha Sahib, which is inside Akal Takht Sahib now. But in those days, Akal Takht Sahib was built afterwards. That's where Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Sachkhand is, where they go in the evening after their seva of Sukhasan is completed. 5 Gursikhs are present. Those 5 Gursikhs are the same Gursikhs that accompany Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji to Lahore. Baba Bidhi Chand Sahib Ji, Bhai Purana Ji, Bhai Paraga Ji, Bhai Jetha Ji, Bhai Langaha Ji. So those 5 Gursikhs are there present. It's there Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji give Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji the teachings of raising an army, to wearing these 2 swords of Miri and Piri, for developing the soldier side, to stand against oppression and the enemies of righteousness, and to fight that battle not only spiritually but also physically against any oppressors of the truth, to stand up against these evildoers, which in those days became the Mughal Empire. Because the Mughal Empire, from the blessings they gained with Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, they, as time went on all the way to Aurangzeb, they became to commit evil acts against within their kingdom. So Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji caught arrest. Why did they caught arrest? Now historians mention many reasons, because even their elder brother Prithi Chand didn't want Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji to be the Guru. Prithi Chand also tried to get Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji killed when they were a child, and they would also make complaints to the emperor at the time, Jahangir. They met Chandu. Chandu would also make complaints because he had jealousy when Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji refused the marriage of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji with Chandu's daughter. Now Chandu was like a minister of Jahangir, an advisor of Jahangir. So Chandu, when his daughter went to a marriageable age, he sent out a vachola, an intermediary, to find a rishta, to find a son-in-law for his daughter, a husband for his daughter. And Chandu, from a Khatri background, which is the warrior clan, he wanted somebody at least on the same level, if not better. Now this intermediary, this vachola, found the rishta of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, because they were very tall, very large. Sona Sanakha is the word we say in Punjabi. And they were strong. They were already had that blessing from Baba Buddha Sahib Ji that they will destroy armies with themselves. And Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji was chosen. Now, in Chandu's mind, because Guru Sahib Ji's clan or family lineage, if you will, their family lineage in the world also came from a Khatri background, a warrior background. But in Chandu's eyes, they were seen as the lower level of the Khatris, the Guru Sahib's family, and Chandu would see himself as a higher level of these Khatris within that Khatri clan, that warrior clan, a hierarchy within it. Now in Sikhi, we don't believe in Jat Paat or in caste, because everybody, no matter what caste, colour, creed, background we are, we have equal rights to obtain liberation and become one with Waheguru. And in fact, we as Sikhs, we are all one family of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. We are one Khalsa unit, brotherhood, sisterhood. We are one family, and so our background, our caste is the caste of the Khalsa. So Chandu, when he heard this rishta was done, he became Ir Khallu, and he said, why did you do this rishta of these low level people? And Gursikhs heard about this and made a complaint to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji and said, we cannot do this rishta. He is disrespecting the house of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, saying they are low. Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji refused the rishta, and the rishta which was set, because in those days when the intermediary would set the rishta, they would happen. Weddings would happen, they wouldn't break. They would be trusted to find suitable partners. But at this point, the wedding was broken because Chandu disrespected the house of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji and the Gursikhs. When Gursikhs do Benti to Guruji, Guruji accept the Benti of Gursikhs. From that time, even Chandu then started making complaints to Jahangir. Some historians say that Jahangir was against Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji themselves from inside, and they used Chandu as the way to get Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji to be Shaheed. But as we know, ultimately the teachings are Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji giving us about acceptance of hukam, about developing the soldier side. So Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji caught arrest. They go all the way to Lahore. In Lahore, they are tortured on the first day. They are kept without any food, not being able to sleep. They're not told to sleep. They remain immersed in the Waheguru Simran. The 5 Gursikhs that have accompanied them, they are chained in shackles and they are made to see all of this torture. The second day, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji is made to sit in a cauldron and the water is boiled, so they sit in boiling water. The third day, hot sand is poured all over him while sitting in this hot cauldron. Sai Mia Mir, the Sufi saint who respects Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji and recites Sukhmani Sahib da part given to us by Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, asked Guru Sahib Ji a question previously. When Guru Sahib Ji reciting Sukhmani Sahib, there's a pankti, Brahm Gyani ka Tiraj Ek. So Tiraj, in English, we sometimes see that translated as being patient, but Tiraj actually means to have acceptance of the hukam. And they ask, how can somebody accept the hukam? That is such a great level of avastha, high spirits for somebody to do that. I need to see an example. And Guru Sahib Ji said, I'll show you an example in the future. And when Sai Mia Mir is saying, Guru Sahib Ji, you are the form of Waheguru yourself. Why are you taking this? And Guru Sahib Ji said, you asked me a question. This is the acceptance of the hukam. So Guru Sahib Ji, on the third day, boiling sand, hot sand is poured all over them while they sat in boiling water. On the fourth day, they sit on a tatti tavi. They're voluntarily doing all of this. They're not fighting back. They're showing us, they're teaching us, and they recite the Bani which they'd previously recited. Tera kiya meetha lagay, har naam padarat nanak mangay. Whatever you do is sweet to me. All I long for is the name of the Lord. They're teaching us that we should accept the hukam. On the 5th day then, Chandu wants to skin a cow and wrap Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji in that. Obviously their sareer is already, challe pege as we say in Punjabi, because they're made to sit in boiling water. Hot sand is poured over them. They sit on a tatti tavi. Their body is already burning, their physical body. Guru Sahib Ji says they want to do Ishnan in the river Ravi. Chandu feels that actually that is better, because if their body is so hot when they go into this cold water, it will torture them more. Guru Sahib Ji take their 5 Gursikhs with them. They recite one Japji Sahib da part. And then at this point, some historians say Guru Sahib Ji, once they do Ishnan, they elope, which means they immerse themselves back into Waheguru. Some say they do their Japji Sahib and they leave their body and they are cremated at the side of River Ravi. So historians give two accounts at that point. But at that point is where Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji recites Sri Japji Sahib and they leave this world. The 5 Gursikhs are in Bairag. They're in pain to see that they couldn't do anything to stop this torture because Guru Sahib Ji had stopped them, and they know and they've been told what is to come. They go back to Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, and then Sikhi develops from there. And the Khalsa Panth of that time do get revenge when Chandu is captured and his life is taken. So Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji in these hot months gave their Shahidi to teach us how to accept the hukum of the Lord, how to sacrifice themselves so for the betterment of the Khalsa, and also showed us the way that not only are we going to be saints, we are going to be soldiers. Let us hope and pray we can follow those teachings, we can accept the hukum of the Lord. Deho sajan asisdiyan Jehovah Sahib se me lekha ka tehna shutiya khen khen pulanhar baksanhar baksala nanak par utar. Waheguru ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru ji ki Fateh.
Please like, comment, subscribe and share this video to spread the message of Sikhi. Make your Daswan Safala and donate so we can create more content like this. The link is in the description below.